Hello and welcome to another episode of In Conversation with Colton. This week I am in Blackburn with the gorgeous Novustory. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, that was enthusiastic. You feeling ready?
Ellie.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm awake for once.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Feeling
that's
good.
what we like.
It's past 11 a.m, we're all good. We're
Yeah.
I
chipper.
know. She's had 2 coffees.
I've had
She's
3.
ready.
I'm ready to go.
Gee, that's too many coffees. So before we even delve into music, I want to talk about the most important thing about you guys at the moment, which is TikTok and how you are taking off on TikTok. So I adore these guys on TikTok. Every time you post, it's something original and new and exciting. And I just want to know, why have you decided to just, I don't know, pursue a TikTok career?
So the thing with TikTok is, it's still a relatively new app in terms of apps, social media apps. So, and the algorithm's like wild, like it's still quite like unknown of what's going to do well and what's not. It's the algorithm.
Quite uncensored in a way, isn't it?
The algorithm for TikTok. So with Facebook, it's kind of like if you want people to see your stuff on a large scale, you have to pay. You can't. It's like almost impossible to do it organically. We've been doing Facebook posts, Instagram posts for 5 years, and we've had like 1 post off my personal profile that's done well, as in like gone viral, and that's just not good if you feel like you're creating good content and you want more people to see it and you don't have the money to pay. Whereas TikTok, it's like it sends it out to a few people. If they like it sends it out to a few more people. If they like it sends it out. So it's much easier for actual like good content to be seen by more people quicker. So we were just like, right, we'll make a TikTok, we'll do whatever we fancy, we'll just do like silly little videos, funny videos, like just jokes, puns, whatever, build up a platform, and then we've got like a new collection of people to show our music to. So we're building it because as well, a lot of the people who follow us on our other profiles, I don't think anyone will mind me saying they're a little bit older. So it's like
It's not wrong with being
nothing
old.
wrong, you know. But we've not got like teenage fans.
Yeah.
And teenage fans are the ones who become like stans, who are like super fans, who you know, and we it's like they're more easily accessible on TikTok. I sound really weird now.
I know,
we're accessing kids, but that's not what I mean.
It's one of them, isn't it? It's like any major label will automatically talk about the teenage market with the band. So you've got to be aware of that, haven't you? And if you're not tapping into the teenage market, then unfortunately, you know, the likelihood of you making a successful career is less.
You'll get to this month, though. You'll definitely get your creators badge or whatever it is, you know, when you hit 10k, and then you can start monetising things, can't you? But in terms of like events that you've got going on, you're doing a big fat live stream gig on the 20th of March. I think you said all bells and whistles, whatever that means. So what can people expect from it?
From the live stream, they can expect
proper Novustory gig.
We're going to go all bells and whistles. We've got pyrotechnics. We've got a light show that, you know, is in time to our music. We may or may not have a new member depending on when does this go out.
Well, it will go out before the 20th of March because Ellie's very timely with her videos.
Yes. We have a new member.
Oh, really?
We have a new bass player. He's wonderful. He's called Blank, and he's just a beautiful human inside and out. He's just lovely, isn't it? He's phenomenal bass player, but that was kind of secondary for us. We just wanted someone that we really got on with.
Just wanted a friend.
Oh, so lonely.
We wanted someone that kind of fit with our goals and our visions, and he came into the studio and we were just blown away. And the fact that he's an incredible musician is just literally like secondary. But so we've got new bassist. We've got a cover there that I don't think people will be expecting from us. It's quite an old song, but we've mixed it up and it sounds really smart. And
bringing back the noughties.
Brand new song as well.
Brand new song.
That's what we like.
I will show it you after. I think you'll
good.
like it.
I'm genuinely so excited to be here. Before I actually got parked up, I drove around the same square about 3 times. I had them ringing me, giving me directions, but I'm here, I'm alive. It's not, she keeps saying sorry, it's not your fault, it's me being stupid, I can't drive. I want to talk about a few of your tracks. My favourite one of yours is Damaged. I love the kind of the video for it, but I also love your vocals. I love the sound of it. And something I wanted to talk about with you, James, is that we see Holly in the video. Yes. So for people that don't know who Holly is, who is Holly?
So Holly's my alter ego. That's what we describe her as, isn't it? It's one of those things. So I'm technically gender fluid. So like some days I'll wake up and feel more feminine. Some days I'm more masculine, and it can last for like a day or a week or a month or however long. And it was kind of like, it's something that I've been coming to terms with really since kind of like childhood, to be fair. And kind of uni gave me the chance to be able to explore it more. And I actually performed as Holly in my dissertation piece for uni.
Really?
Yeah. So I did like a combination of like RuPaul's Drag Race style lip syncing with like the live performance element of like a band. So I started with Queen, I Want to Break Free, you know, with like the Hoover move and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Came in with that, and then was like performing some songs after that. So yeah, it was one of those things. When it with the band, it was like, it felt like time to kind of introduce the people who follow the band to that side of me, which is nice.
But I loved seeing Holly, and I also love the like the fake boobs that you wear, because you will always have perfect tits, and you know I don't have that. I'm like envious of you in that respect. And your makeup as well. Did you learn it off Imogen, or did you just learn how to do it?
Better at makeup than I am, and I haven't had any hand in it. It's just you've just done it yourself, haven't you? You just taught yourself how to do it. Because everyone always says that, like, oh, did you do his makeup? I'm like, no, he's better than me at makeup. Like, you spend more time on it than I do, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like that transformation takes like 5 hours, doesn't it?
I'd say 4, but
4.
Just
it's
knock
a
an
long
hour
time.
off. But your songs, they've always got really deep issues or like deep sort of messages, which I like, because with Edible as well, so obviously we've got like a theme of like eating disorders and things like that, and also the production value of the video. Oh my gosh, get yourself on YouTube. Don't click off this video just yet. You're having like beans poured on your face or whatever. So what was that like?
That was basically
the most bizarre.
It was just I wanted to. So the reason I write songs is because I can't express how I'm feeling. So I put those feelings into these songs, and the lyrics sometimes are incredibly literal, but those lyrics were like a metaphor for me chatting to my eating disorder. So I'm saying, you're everywhere I go, you're in sight, you're on the walls. You know, what's your motive? Like, why are you here? Like, what? Like, so that was me talking to my eating disorder, but I did it as if I was talking to a person. And then the video was a visual representation of how, doesn't matter what I'm doing, I'm chilling with friends, I'm whatever, I'm driving, I'm in bed, there's food everywhere, I'm in the bath, there's food. The bath scene was supposed to be kind of representative of when I struggled with bulimia. Because it was kind of me showing that like all these different foods that don't go together, and it feels like I'm suffocating. And it was supposed to be a metaphor for that, but at the same time, whilst it was quite a hard hitting subject and a really personal subject for me, we want our videos to be, you know, entertaining, fun. We want people to stay for the full 3.5 minutes. So you know, we were like, how can we incorporate food in as many ways as possible? So we're having cucumber sword fights, and, jumping up and down on trampolines with donuts and stuff like that. But we tried to use we were as thrifty with the food as possible, so there was like as little waste as possible, because we didn't want, you know, to just like waste a lot of food. But there were some scenes where there was food that could not be eaten afterwards.
Just put a little bag everywhere, just collect it, put it in a soup. Everything soups, doesn't it? Just put it in a soup. I know that is so disgusting. No, but your most recent track, CRAZE, which is the perfect TikTok transition, and you've actually had people do that. I think I saw, my favourite one was a woman like swinging on a pole. So how does it feel like to have your music being accepted like that?
Unbelievable. Like, it feels like everything we've been doing for 5 years, and everything we've been doing for longer than that as musicians, to just try and, you know, get people to care, is kind of finally in the past like almost like few months is kind of coming together. Things like TikTok enable us to access those people who might otherwise have never heard of us, because the algorithm's so wild. People can find us that wouldn't have otherwise found us, and then I feel like we're kind of finding more of like our tribe and stuff on TikTok. People who really kind of like us because of our stupid humours, not just the music. It's like they like us as people.
Everybody in the band is a bit of a misfit, aren't they?
Yeah, we've talked about
like,
this.
We're not like your normal band, you know. Like we tried the whole being cool thing and it just didn't work for us.
That's
we're
such
too
a nerdy
nerdy
thing to
for
say.
it.
We tried being cool.
Yeah,
we did though. We tried to like change how we present ourselves, how we post online. We tried to change how we dress at gigs. I was always feeling uncomfortable because I was like, I need to be cool and I'm in a rock band, I need to be sexy, and I was wearing clothes that were too tight and that made me feel uncomfortable. Just to try and fit into what I thought other people thought a rock band should be.
Yeah.
And since we started just being like, whatever pops into our brains, we come out with, and whatever we fancy wearing, we wear it.
Yeah.
Since we started doing stuff like that, obviously people respond really well to the authenticity of, you know, like a band who aren't taking themselves too seriously. Because there's so many people who take themselves so seriously that I think people find it a bit refreshing to see a band who are just like, fancy posting it, so we did.
Of course. And I think, you know, from a fan's point of view, it would put me off to know that, you know, a band can't have a laugh or does take themselves too seriously. And it's that whole, you know, social media side of, you know, we're happy all the time. And what am I getting at here? My point is that it's nice to see realness. And
like on TikTok, I do talk more about, like, you know, we're posting online saying we're having a great time. We've built a recording studio on lockdown.
Oh my god, that is gorgeous, by the way. I will go video it and add it to the end of the video.
It's like, I feel like there's an element of, you know, I go online, I wear my makeup, we're posting these cool videos, we're having fun, but then on TikTok I'm also saying, look, we've had to push James's car every day for the past few weeks because it won't start in the morning. We still live with our mums because all of our money goes into this place. Like, there's a lot of people who might try and like hide that stuff to have this persona of like, we've got high life, but it's like, no, like, we live with our mums because we've got no other option right now because we've put all our money into a studio. So, you know, the cool stuff comes with all this other stuff that normal people might try and hide, and we're just like, so James's car's broken down again.
It's an epic car though, I've got to say. I was saying before, the car's massive, but I need a little car because I like to have car accidents. Only one today, so we're doing all right. And for people that are watching that might not have heard of you before, as well as your adoring fans that of course will be watching, what's coming up for you this year? And I saw that you mentioned festivals, but I don't know if you can go into detail. Are you smiling at me because you can't, or what is the crack?
We've just, you know, we're in talks with a couple of people who know a person who knows a person at a couple of festivals, so massive fingers crossed for those. We've got gigs booked in. We're possibly, perhaps thinking about doing a little tour at some point. You know, we've got single releases planned. Nothing's happened yet, but we've applied to break a world record.
Have you?
We're not going into any more detail.
Oh, that's amazing. You don't need to. That gets me excited anyway.
So we were just like, hang on, we could break a record here. So we're planning to break a world record. We should be announcing very soon a new single. So we've got loads of big things planned.
Yeah, that's really good, Imogen. Thanks for letting me know. I'm really intrigued by this world record thing. I know you can't tell me, but is it something that you realised you could just do one day, and then you thought, we need to apply to break that? I'm intrigued as to what it is. I know you can't say, but
so,
we were talking about it, weren't we? And we were like looking at these different world records that people were breaking and like the talent that's involved with it and all that kind of stuff. And then we were like, hang on, there's a bit of a niche
there's
here.
There's a gap here that like no one's filled. And so basically, if you want to apply for a world record, you have to troll through their website to see if it exists. If it doesn't exist, you have to pay a $5 to apply with your title, and then they're yay or nay your title. And
that's not bad. £5.
I know,
I might do that tonight.
But it's like, it's really hard to find something that doesn't already exist because, you know, nothing feels original anymore, but because of James, but we won't say any more, but because of James's alter ego, we may have something that doesn't, you know. How many drag drummers do you know? They don't exist. They just don't exist. So it's like, to have someone who does drag, who is also a phenomenal drummer, you know, fronting a rock band, you are very original, James. And like, I think we need to just market you. You know? think we need to put you in front of the right people because you're a little gold mine.
You are. Bloody hell, you've got so many followers on Twitter as well. You've got like 18,000. Do you ever get any weird messages though? I wonder. Do you?
All the time. It's like, even though I'm quite open about the whole, like, on that platform, like, it kind of just, you know, it's kind of like an internal monologue that I've kind of launched on there. And like, even though I talk about drumming on there a lot, someone messaged me the other day and was like, I'll come and play drums for your band. And I was like, so you're going to replace me then? Like, is that your plan?
Right. That's
okay.
So weird.
You get a lot of people, a lot of older men who definitely, the wives definitely don't know they have that account.
Yeah.
Who get in touch, and you know, because I think obviously like there is a stigma, isn't there, around like men dressing as women or whatever, and a lot. But I think there's a lot of hatred that comes from people trying to suppress things themselves.
Yeah.
I think there's so much hatred because they don't understand how they're feeling, and there'll be people who see James online that, and you know, they I was going to say something that probably wouldn't have been posted, but you know, they see you online and it excites them almost, so then they feel angry with themselves, so then they give you hate.
Yeah.
Well,
so
do you know what's so ironic as well is that it's always straight married blokes that find people like Holly attractive, but then they will be the people to give you shy self-esteem. If people want to find you on social media, they want to follow you, how can they do that?
So it's at Novustory, Novustory.
Love that.
I just made that up then. Please don't think that it's actually a jingle that we've come up with. Yeah. But,
I'm going to make that my ringtone.
Well, it's just stuck in my head. Novustory. So it must be catchy.
Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there. Thanks.